Good morning, folks. Thank you for joining us. Alex Thiersch coming to you live from AmSpa Studios in Chicago. This is an AmSpa special report, an emergency press conference, if you will. I wanted to make a couple comments on the video that we released yesterday. Many of you have seen it. It was on the FDA importation of Botox and the consequences and ramifications of purchasing Botox overseas. We've had a huge response to that. Thank you so much for everyone's comments, all the emails we got. I really appreciate that. It shows that you guys are engaged and interested in what we're doing, which I love. However, we have gotten a bunch of concerns and questions and some issues that I needed to clarify, I think, right away. So, 2 points that I want to make relative to the comments in the video yesterday. Number one, absolutely, it is illegal to purchase Botox overseas that is of the counterfeit variety, meaning if you go online and you find Botox from Canada or China, typically that Botox 9 times out of 10 or that filler is going to be illegal. It's going to be counterfeit Botox. It's going to be counterfeit drugs. That is absolutely illegal and should not be purchased. However, one thing I wanted to say is that one of the comments I made in the video yesterday was that all Botox, all fillers, all toxins should be purchased from Allergan directly. The truth is, and I thought this went without saying, but I wanted to clarify based upon some of the emails I've gotten. Thank you, Jay Shore, also for your comment. Is that you are, of course, allowed to buy Allergan products from an authorized distributor within the United States. So, however, make sure that you check to make sure that that company is actually authorized. If you have questions about that, Allergan and all the distributors have on their websites all of their authorized distributors. Every state, a state like California, Illinois, these authorized distributors are required to register with that state. So you can go to the actual state website and find out who is an authorized distributor. I forgot to mention that yesterday. I kind of thought it went without saying, but of course we're talking about buying from unauthorized distributors and counterfeit Botox. Now, point number two that I've also gotten a lot of questions about. There is this issue of what we call parallel importation, which is the practice of a company in, say, Ireland or England purchasing FDA-approved Botox from the manufacturer in Ireland and then selling it themselves overseas to people here in the United States. That is called parallel importation. It's something also called the gray market. Technically, under the Supreme Court law, it is legal for a company in Ireland to purchase directly from Allergan's manufacturer and resell it. The problem is that the minute they do that in the United States, there are certain triggers that come into effect that make that practice illegal. Number one, the insert in the Botox Allergan packaging is in fact different than what the FDA has approved in America, and the fact that you are reselling it to patients might present problems when it comes to FDA clearance. In addition to that, you can't really ever be sure that you're getting true Allergan product based upon who you're buying it from. So there's a company called Amazon Medica out there which is doing this. They're engaging in what's called parallel importation. That practice in and of itself is legal. However, the attorneys I've talked to, and I've talked to many of them who on FDA law, do not recommend purchasing Botox from anyone other than a U.S. authorized distributor of Allergan or from Allergan itself. So this parallel importation thing is not something that I would engage in at all, and I do not recommend it. Even though you're talking about 30% savings or something like that, it's not worth it if there is a lawsuit or an adverse outcome. You're going to be stuck in a situation where you're trying to prove that you bought authentic Botox from a manufacturer who literally cannot prove it to you based upon where they are in the United States. So, my opinion, my strong advice is to avoid that practice. Any questions, visit us at our website. Join AmSpa today. We're here for you. Anytime you have questions, pick up the phone, let me know, and we'll make sure to get those answers for you right away. Thanks so much.